Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Polly Pocket, you are wearing my patience very thin. I mean, I only got a little bit more or a little bit of limited time to deal with you. You know that, right? And you are wearing me completely thin with you and your antics. Polly Pocket, we understand what you're going through. We understand you don't want to give up that baby because you didn't have that baby for a year and a couple of months. But honey, you got to calm it down. I mean, completely calm it down. We feel your pain. We know you going through it. We feel your pain. But if you gonna blame one person, you got to blame all parties involved. You got to blame your sister. You got to blame Megan for drinking. You got to blame Megan for getting under the wheel. You got to blame Megan for that accident. You got to blame Victor and Xander for them covering up, calling themselves protecting you. Like, how you just gonna blame Megan? We understand, Megan Tate, you know a percentage of this blame, but you got to cause the cause in effect. If your sister, when it came into town, bothering your mother, which you know your mama, it don't take much to push her over the edge to make her start drinking. If it weren't for all that what your sister did, your mama wouldn't have drunk. Second of all, your mama, well, we ain't gonna must make an excuse for Maggie getting under the wheel drunk. We can't excuse that. That was her fault, and she should take ownership for that. But I want to see you blame everybody, not just one person, your mother. Blame everybody. When Red started to question you and say, you know how this affecting your mother, right? You know what your mother going through. You know this killing her, correct? And then when he mentioned your sister, oh, don't you dare defend her. Excuse you. Last time I checked, you was headed to the hospital getting ready to have that baby, correct? Your sister came in with her kidney disease, upsetting your mother, which you don't, aggravate an alcoholic like that, because that can push them over the edge to start drinking. Then on top of it, Maggie had no sense getting under that wheel. And then to cover it up when the accident didn't happen, here come Big Mouth and you calling yourself protecting Maggie, and all y'all did was delay what was gonna happen anyways. Then on top of it, this baby switching thing, Xander, at times I can kick you in your mouth, and this is one of those moments where I wish my size 12.5 foot can kick you in your mouth and knock all your teeth down your throat. Why would you sit there and tell Maggie everything? Then when she thought about what happened, you gonna tell her half of it, like she ain't got to common sense or her brain to realize, oh my gosh, I did this. Oh my gosh, I did that. Oh my gosh, it was you. Oh my gosh, it was Victor. You see how easily that was for her to put that together? And like Maggie said, you think giving her another child was going to cover up for her losing her child? I'm still not understanding what y'all was calling y'all-self doing when y'all called y'all-self giving this woman a whole nother child that wasn't hers. I'm still lost. Help me understand how y'all was calling y'all-self saving her from that pain. You know, eventually it was going to come back to bite you in your behind, correct? So, you was calling yourself saving Polly Pocket for what pain exactly? And now she going through this pain, which is why she running out of town and out of state with this child and out of country to country, trying to keep this child. So, y'all called y'all-self cover this up, and y'all know this woman lost a child. Now that she realized this ain't none of her child, look at what she doing now. So, covering up, hiding stuff, switching babies, where did that get y'all at? And Xander, yet again, you told on yourself. Xander, you got to be one of the worst $5 criminals I ever met in my life. Like, I don't get you at all. You know if you told Maggie some, you had to tell her all correct. So you thought telling her some parts of what happened that night, she wasn't going to put two and two together and realize the whole thing. That includes Victor and his doing and switching of the babies. So now you got another person that can tell on both of y'all and send both of y'all to prison. Because you know this going to come out the more people that knows about this, right? So I don't understand why you didn't lie to Maggie and didn't tell her the truth. She wouldn't have known otherwise unless somebody else would have came and confirmed. You could have spent this story, spent the web, and told her the sky purple, but you won't be able to go outside to see it. Why would you tell this woman the truth? Risk your freedom? Like, I don't get you, Xander. You want to be a part of this family. You're a part of this family. Just because Maggie want the truth, you didn't have to tell her the truth. This is yet you again telling on yourself. For somebody that don't want to go to prison, they sure love telling on themselves. For real, I don't get you, Xander. Like, you need to put a muzzle over that mouth of yours or something, because you tell on yourself more than people ask you, what did you do? I didn't get it while you sat there and told Maggie everything y'all did. Well, almost everything y'all did. And then she put the rest together. Xander. Oh, you did do something right. You said it was you. It wasn't Victor, the one that did the baby switching thing. You did do that. I will give you credit for that. You took the blame and not Victor take the blame for that. But then she caught you in that lie. And then she said Victor was involved in it too. So you couldn't lie anymore. So you had to tell her the whole truth because you didn't know how to cover your behind even. Xander, I cannot and I will not with you. And Pauline, blame everybody, not just your mother. Just blame everybody. Everybody entitled to a little piece of blame for that accident happening, and everybody that was involved in that accident and the covering up, everybody deserves some blame, not just your mother. You know the story, but yeah, you want to blame your mother for that accident, which I can kind of understand where you're coming from, but still, I have yet to see you blame your sister and all that talking you did. And you ain't running too far too much longer, because Kristen now on your tail and Lonnie, what are you doing? So you help Kristen hide out, you use Theo, which can easily backfire on you, and Theo can easily tell Eli, y'all needed his assistance. He can easily blow up y'all spot. So I'm not understanding why you went to the Theo of all people to ask for help to find Polly Pocket. I guess you don't love your job as good as you say you do. Because if you did, you wouldn't have made that terrible mistake. You wouldn't have used Theo. There's more people in the world that could have did everything Theo did and probably would have kept your location a secret, even though your GPS location and what you was doing. So I don't know what you're doing. Brady got away scot-free. Kristen's still on the run and running to Paris with her daughter to find her daughter. So Monday episode should be better than Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday episode. So I can't wait to see that. What else happened? It's on the tip of my tongue. Can't think of it now. What's that person's name? Let's get to Zoe and I'll think about it in a moment. Zoe, you trying to save your brother from a murder charge. Good luck with that. See, you a crooked lawyer yourself too, Miss Thing. Okay, so now you trying to push the blame on Rafe, saying that Rafe killed Jordan. Then on top of it with your crooked self, how you just gonna assume that Sonny and Kristen had a sexual relationship? See, you're popping off at the mouth, and you don't know what the devil you talking about. As far as Sonny and Christian relationship went, was they kids. That was about it. When the sexual and the relationship come into this situation, I see your imagination. I see you got a strong imagination too. Because you assume that they had sex. Sonny and Christian did not have sex. Matter of fact, their relationship was 2 steps at the door and back up. That was about it. They ain't even much open the door and walk into the room. So how you just gonna assume they had a sexual relationship? How do you even know your brother is gay? How do you even know your brother is bisexual? So you just running your mouth and hoping you get a correct answer or hoping you getting a response you want. So you one of those peekaboo lawyers. One that say something, hope it connect to a wall, and if it do, you run from there and keep on trying to dig for more holes, trying to find the truth. But you assume you saying something, but you really ain't shaking no tree. You just down there in the roots trying to make the tree grow, and ain't no wind blowing for the leaves to start moving or fall out the tree yet. Cause you were so far-fetched with the whole Sonny thing. Like you acted like you was really saying something, telling Sonny, I wouldn't go in there if I was you. Cause I'll bring up you and Christian sexual relationship. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to put Will through that. Like Sonny said, Will know about that. Second of all they did was kiss. Third of all, you jumped, but you need to back off and do a backwards flip and land back on your feet successfully without busting your behind because you sound foolish. Then on top of it, you're going to have the nerves to question Rave talking about some, what she said, talking about she going to... that ain't gonna work neither with the whole Rafe killing Jordan thing. Cause if that was the case, why would Jordan, when she got at the crazy house, trust Rafe and that boy to live with them? So while that was happening, Rafe had a moment. He snapped Jordan's neck. You know what, Zoe? Whatever floats your boat, you're a $2 lawyer. Like I said, you just like spaghetti. When you get the spaghetti in that boil and you throw it at the wall and hope it connect and hope it cook correctly, that's what you doing right now with a whole lot of story. You not making a whole lot of sense. And then with this story you tried to spin in front of your daddy trying to impress him with your lawyering skills talking about Rafe killed Jordan. Every time you try to throw the pasta at the wall, Zoe, it's gonna hit the floor. It still ain't done yet. Let it boil a couple of more minutes. Better yet, why don't you go ahead and cook it until it's mushy? Cause you're never gonna hit no pay dirt when it comes to that story. And second of all, that little Sunday story you tried to spin, talking about they had sex, they didn't have sex. So you gonna look mighty crazy in court trying to prove something, just popping off at your mouth, throwing pasta at the wall, and it ain't sticking. But you have fun with that though, Zoe. You have a whole lot of fun with that. Like I said, I knew you wasn't no good for the jump. Like it's a one thing to try to defend your brother and get custody of your nephew, but to try to spin a whole story and you think it makes sense, and you trying to impress your daddy, you ain't doing nothing but they're gonna laugh your behind out of court. I thought you was, somewhat of one of those good lawyers that the rich people always have to get them off of any crime that happen to come their way. You a $2 lawyer. That's what you are. You a $2 lawyer. You probably got a dirty past to yourself. Ain't no telling when it come to you, but try again. Try harder the next time. Better yet, stop trying, because you embarrassing yourself with them stories. I sat there and bust out laughing at you trying to make yourself look good and trying to spin a story and trying to dig holes, trying to stuff yourself in it, thinking that you was going to get somewhere with it, and you didn't get nowhere with it. Stephanie and, Jake and the band situation and, Sierra, that situation, Gabby, you gonna scare the man and all. You gonna scare the man off. Even though he does look like your dead ex-husband, that don't mean you go around kissing the man, trying to make the man remember you, not leaving the premises when he told you to leave. Like, you're doing too much, Gabby. You're doing too much. And now slip, Gabby, you're doing too much. And Chad still running around here with his mouth. I just can't with him at this moment. Like, you gonna I still say it ain't Gabby, and I'm sticking to that. I don't think it was Gabby this time. If it was Gabby, she always tell on herself with her look. So I don't think it was Gabby. It was somebody else that got an in for Abigail. Because you know Abigail got a whole lot of enemies. And Abigail then PO'd a lot of people off. So I'm pretty sure it's somebody else other than Gabby who got a hard on for Abigail that want her dead. So, well, want to hurt her. So, try again, Chad. Try again. And she didn't escape. Steve and Hope living together. Like I said, I already said happening. They're going to end up dating. Hope single. Steve single. He's staying with Hope. It's only a matter of time before them butterflies start flying around, and them little hearts start looking, and them hearts start flowing in each other's eyes. It's only a matter of time before that happens. I can see it happening before it even starts. So give them time. They got a bond over, you know, he was Stephen O. She was Princess Gina. They got a bond. It's kind of nasty that they really are relatives, but what a days if it's not a little bit of incest in there somewhere. Or we can be related, but if we ain't really related because we got married into the family or whatnot. So it won't be the first, it won't be the last time. I still ain't remember who I was going to talk about next. Orpheus, sit down somewhere. As much as I like seeing you and as much as I like your crazy, sit down somewhere. You working on my nerves too. You doing the absolute mance too. And you doing the extreme too. Like you wanna trust your daughter, but you don't really trust her. You know she got some dirt on you and Christian, but you don't want to come out and say it or assume anything. You just playing around with the idea that she knows something that you don't want her to know, and you questioning her loyalty, her lawyer skills, even though she went to school for this, that she know what she talking about, not putting Christian on the stand because that would do more harm than good. Orpheus, why don't you let the lawyer do her job and you sit down somewhere? Like I said, you ought to be lucky that you free right now walking around harassing people. You might want to thank your daughter for that, besides questioning her and her judgment and what she went to school for to do. You might want to have several seats. Matter of fact, lay on them all and sit down somewhere. Trying to tell this lawyer what to do with her, telling this lawyer what to do with her client, and how she should do it, and how Christian should get on the stand and tell his story. Or if you sit down somewhere, and I still don't remember what I was going to talk about, but anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend and stay safe. Bye.